This is the back of the house from the inside. They've just completed the trim at that point. And that's the front. Let me show you what's been happening just on the outside of this wall. We've had a truckload of soil delivered to really protect the foundations for this corner of the wall, because this field floods, I'm not sure to what degree, but I do know when I was first starting filming here I had to wade through water to measure the plot. So what I've been doing is just building up the level of the ground along the edge of the wall in the hope that it will protect the foundations a little. This is the weak spot of the wall, really, this side, because the foundations couldn't go very deep. Anyway, what we've got around here, surrounding Suntare's castle, is her moat. So again, a little bit of a build-up of soil against the wall, and then effectively a slope down to where the water will collect initially from very heavy rain. This plot of land has a slope down towards the house plot, unfortunately. So I'm hoping that this arrangement of gullies and a sort of basins, if you like, this is like a little cutout. This is a low spot in the land anyway, and I've cut it out a little bit deeper. And then we've got a gully, a cut through, a canal, a moat, whatever you like to call it. And there's another low spot here. And another low spot here. And slightly higher land here. And this plot slopes down in that direction. And the land slopes down from there, so all the water will want to go into that corner, really. And I'm hoping that we can protect the wall at the back and the side, and the flooding that normally occurs in the neighbour's house will be the same. We also protected the poo hole just in case that should flood and then we get a problem with that being full of water in the rainy season and not working properly. And we're going to have guttering along the edge of the back of the garage, because at the moment the rain just makes the water splash down here on the ground, and as you can see the wall is getting very dirty and it gets very wet as well because of that splashing. I'd rather keep it as dry as I can. And you can see that where there's no overhang from the garage, the wall is a lot cleaner. So that's the activity at the back of the house. I've just finished that today. That's my contribution. Bit of landscaping. And we'll have to see how it works when we get some really, really bad weather. Now we've got the builders just finishing off the roof trims now, so hopefully the roof will be fully completed in about 1 hour's time. So as you can see today, they've been busy building the ring beam. Tomorrow we've got CPAC arriving to fill it. Now normally the ring beams are made with shuttering, as you can see here with the wood. They're made entirely with shuttering. We haven't got enough wood, so they've built walls instead, which makes for a more substantial beam, frankly, because it's a little bit wider and a little bit thicker with the blocks, which will be tied into the concrete. Concrete will make sure they don't move. and then we'll have shuttering on the outside where the ring beam will be visible, because the house is going to be 50 centimetres off the level of the plot, and the official level of the plot is where this concrete is here. There's a little bit of filling to do down this end of the plot. The house will be raised 50 centimetres from there. We'll have steps coming up here at the front. So this will be poured tomorrow, and then that really is the end of this section of the work, and these chaps here will be signing off. A couple of them have got other things, other commitments, so we'll then be, well, Suntare will then be sorting out who does the next stages, and the next stage directly after this ring beam is to fill the centres with sand and compact it down, and then we will be able to cast a slab on top 10 centimetres high, reinforced, and that slab will be what we work off to build the external and internal walls of the house and the tiling and everything else. I haven't been filming the actual construction of this today. It's partly because it's pretty basic stuff, but mainly because I've been responsible for setting these pipes, which will be the 2 shower rooms. Please don't look at the angles of the pipes, they're terrible. I didn't do a very good job on some of them of actually gluing the joints together. They're all wonky, but it doesn't really matter because they're all going to be cut off at tile level anyway, so no one's going to know any difference. So this area here will be an ensuite. I'm standing in the main bedroom now, so there'll be a door going through to it there. There'll be a door through to the bedroom here, and then the second shower room, which is effectively the same as the first in size and in what it contains, although the toilet's in a slightly different position. Sorry, I'm getting in the way now. Where those 2 blocks have just been laid there is where the doorway to the second shower room will be. And then this area here will be the kitchen. Once the ring beam's in, we will be extending the pipe which has been exposed under the ground here. That will be extended directly into the kitchen. They will dig underneath the ring beam and bring the pipe up just inside the kitchen area, where it will go left and right to serve the sink and the washing machine. This area is the second bedroom. That area will be the living room. And this area will be a terrace. It will be open on 2 sides. And that's a summary of the house.